Hi, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Storytime Anytime. Do you like to solve problems? Are you interested in math and science? If so, you might want to become a physicist someday. Physicists study everything from little atomic particles to the entire universe. There are so many things that a physicist can study. It really depends on what they are interested in the most. Listen, and you'll learn many of the different areas a physicist can research.
What does a physicist do each and every day? What does a physicist do? Let's find out today. A physicist is good at math and good at science too, and likes to do so many things, so let us name a few.
Physicists like to study motion. They help car companies develop the best possible seatbelts so that we don't continue to move forward after a car is stopped. Seatbelts help protect us thanks to the discoveries of physicists.
What does a physicist do each and every day? What does a physicist do? Let's find out today. A physicist is good at math and good at science too, and likes to do so many things, so let us name a few.
Do you like to watch TV? Do you use a reading lamp when you need extra light? Physicists study all about electricity and try to find new sources of energy. Because our Earth is running out of oil, physicists are trying to learn more about solar energy.
What does a physicist do each and every day? What does a physicist do? Let's find out today. A physicist is good at math and good at science too, and likes to do so many things, so let us name a few.
Physicists help us learn more about outer space. They have invented powerful telescopes which help us see into outer space and learn more about our universe. Albert Einstein was a brilliant physicist who studied our universe. Some physicists study earthquakes and help engineers design buildings that could withstand earthquakes. This type of physicist is called a geophysicist. Would you like to learn more about earthquakes? Or maybe design a spacecraft to take people to Mars someday? If so, you might be interested in becoming a physicist.
A physicist is good at math and good at science too, and likes to do so many things, for we just named a few. So if you like to learn new things, I strongly do insist that you think about becoming a famous physicist.
Remember that anything that takes up space is called matter. Your shirt is matter, your house is matter, and even your pet is matter. Listen carefully to learn what physics is.
There is space all around, space to walk or run. There is space all around, space to sit or jump. Things take up space, most everything you see. Just look around at a tree or bumblebee. Some things take a lot of space, like a large house. Some things take a little space, like a small mouse. Most everything that you will see or touch will take up space. Just look around and notice as you walk from place to place. Anything that takes up space is made of matter. A bridge is made of matter. A fly is made of matter. A swing set is made of matter. And you are made of matter. All these things take up space, so all these things are made of matter. Just look around and you will see what scientists call matter.
Matter, matter, matter's all around. From planes that fly in the sky to flowers on the ground. It's matter you can see or touch. I really need of matter, I declare.
There is matter all around, matter's everywhere. There is matter all around, like a grizzly bear. For animals are made of matter, and even so are you. For things that take up space are made of matter, this is true.
Matter, matter, matter's all around. From planes that fly in the sky to flowers on the ground. Yes, matter you can see or touch. I really need to share that things that take up space are made of matter, I declare.
Now that you understand what matter is, it will be easier to understand what physics is. Physics is a special science that studies all about matter, how it moves and affects other things. Physics explores our world and explains how a seesaw works, how hot air rises, and how sound waves travel. Physics explains how electricity works, how magnets attract, and how light travels in waves. Physics is fascinating. Have you ever wondered when you're on the school's playground just how a seesaw works to lift your friend off of the ground? The seesaw is a lever, you can move both up and down. If you use your legs to push yourself off of the ground. It's physics, physics, a special science that answers all our questions and provides us with true facts. It tells me why my can of pop will spray up in the air. When I shake the can, the pop will land on me and everywhere. Why does a tightrope walker use a very long thin pole? When walking on a tightrope during a circus show, the pole is used for balance, for the tightrope walker knows that the center of gravity needs to be kept on the rope. It's physics, physics, a special science that answers all our questions and provides us with true facts. It tells me why my can of pop will spray up in the air. When I shake the can, the pop will land on me and everywhere. I think I'll wrap a balloon across my shirt and then I'll place the balloon on my head. Guess what will happen then? My hair will stand on end as I move the balloon around. For static electricity is the cause they have found. It's physics, physics, a special science that answers all our questions and provides us with true facts. It helps us learn more about light and heat and sound, and even electricity. Yes, physics is profound.
You have learned that everything in the world that takes up space is made of matter. Well, the smallest part of all matter is made up of what scientists call atoms. To understand electricity, you need to understand atoms. Atoms are so small that you cannot see them. Each atom has 3 particles called protons, neutrons, and electrons. Let's learn about these particles so that we can understand how electricity works.
Atoms are so very small, but they contain 3 things. Protons, neutrons, and electrons, they are friends you see. For protons stay with neutrons in the atom's nucleus, which is the center of the atom. Their friendship is a must.
Now electrons like to move around outside the nucleus. They circle and they jump about, and some will make a fuss. They'll leave the atom and their friends and find another home, and fly off to another atom, for electrons like to roam.
When an electron flies off to join another atom, it creates an imbalance of electrons in the 2 atoms. They can now push or pull other things in an action we call static electricity. The moving electron can also push or pull other things. Its moving is the thing we call electricity.
I can make electrons jump with a small-toothed comb. I'll take the comb and rub it on some carpet in my home. Electrons will have jumped upon the comb, so watch and see how my hair will stand on end when I place the comb on me.
I can make electrons jump with a red balloon. I'll blow it up and tie a knot. Watch me as I stoop and rub it on the carpet. Those electrons then will fly, and when I place it on the wall, my balloon will stick, oh my.
We have just learned about static electricity. When you rub 2 things together, you create friction. Friction will make the electrons move from the carpet to the comb, or from the carpet to the balloon.
Protons, neutrons, and electrons, they are friends you see. They are found in atoms, which make up everything. They help us understand all about electricity. Yes, protons, neutrons, and electrons are important things.
Did you know that sound is a type of energy made by vibrations? It is. Sound is what you hear. It's something you don't see. Listen carefully to learn all about sound.
A train is coming down the tracks, although it's not in view. The whistle blows to let you know the train is coming through. You rush to grab the telephone that's in the other room. The ringing helps to let you know the call might be for you. Sound is what you hear. It's something you don't see, but different sounds help us to identify most things. Sound is what you hear. It's something you don't see, but different sounds help us to identify most things.
Has a mosquito ever buzzed close to your ear? Or have you ever noticed the sound flies make? They make these sounds by moving their wings back and forth. In fact, sound comes from things moving back and forth or vibrating. Vibration is a back and forth motion.
Your mother calls you from downstairs and she sounds concerned. Although you do not see her face, her voice is very stern. You're sleeping but you hear the radio start to quietly play. You know it's morning so you rise to get ready for the day. Sound is what you hear. It's something you don't see, but different sounds help us to identify most things. Sound is what you hear. It's something you don't see, but different sounds help us to identify most things.
Have you ever thrown a pebble in a lake? Did you notice the ripples the pebble made? The ripples are water waves spread out from where you threw the pebble, just like sound waves do from vibrating objects. Air ripples are sound waves spread out from things that vibrate and set our eardrums vibrating too.
You hear a pitter-patter sound on your window pane. You look outside for you know this sound must be the rain. And then you jump because you hear thunder in the sky. These sounds give clues to tell you that a storm is quite nearby. Sound is what you hear. It's something you don't see. Sound waves move through the air. Vibration is the key. Sound is what you hear. It's something you don't see. Sound waves move through the air. Vibration is the key.
What is your favorite color? Listen to the colors of the rainbow and learn about the colors that make white light.
I have a secret that I'll share. I think you'll be surprised. That light is not the color white, as I've learned otherwise. Take a special shaped glass and put it in bright light. 7 different colors will make up the color white. This glass is called a prism and it really helps to show all the colors from red and green to blue and indigo. 7 different colors will appear before your eyes. For all these different colors together make white light.
All the colors that make up white light are called the spectrum. These are the colors of a rainbow. A prism is a special shaped piece of glass that breaks white light into its 7 colors. As the light passes through the prism, it bends each color so we see all the colors separated from one another when the light comes out of the prism.
Red and orange, yellow, green and blue. Then there's indigo and a pretty violet too. Red and orange, yellow, green and blue. Last there's indigo and a pretty violet too.
When you see a rainbow that appears up in the sky, it really is a spectrum, and I will tell you why. The colors separate, the water droplets break up light. Just like the prism glass will do, a rainbow's quite a sight. So draw a little picture with the colors that you know are needed to make up the spectrum or a rainbow. Half a circle will look just fine. Now color carefully and use the 7 colors for your rainbow masterpiece.
Red and orange, yellow, green and blue. Then there's indigo and a pretty violet too. Red and orange, yellow, green and blue. Last there's indigo and a pretty violet too. Red and orange, yellow, green and blue. Then there's indigo and a pretty violet too. Red and orange, yellow, green and blue. Last there's indigo and a pretty violet too.
When I grow up, I want to be something very interesting. The job I'll do will help a lot of people, and I like the work that I do. Each day will be adventurous, and I'll strive to learn a lot. Then I'll share what I know, and my knowledge will grow. It's the perfect job.
I really like when we do experiments in science class. It's fascinating to learn about sound and light. I especially like using a prism to see all the colors of the spectrum. I think I'd like to be a physicist when I grow up. Maybe I could study earthquakes to help engineers design buildings, or study collisions to help develop a seatbelt that dogs will wear when riding in cars. Whatever I do, becoming a physicist is the job for me.
Now science is important, so I'll study hard when learning about biology. Experiments in chemistry will help me learn to develop good hypotheses. Then I'll read some more, and I'll share just what I learned. 'Cause when I grow up, I wanna be something very interesting.
When I grow up, I want to be something very interesting. The job I'll do will help a lot of people, and I like the work that I do. Each day will be adventurous, and I'll strive to learn a lot. Then I'll share what I know, and my knowledge will grow. It's the perfect job. Yes, I'll share what I know, and my knowledge will grow. It's the perfect job. The perfect job.
This has been brought to you by Twin Sisters Digital Media and Evergreen Podcasts. Be sure to hit subscribe. Parents, for an opportunity to win a $50 gift card, find us on Facebook by searching Twin Sisters Digital Media. Follow our page, then just like and share our latest post. The winners will be announced on Facebook a week later. If your children enjoyed these songs and stories, go to twinsisters.com to find even more ways for them to sing and learn. Be sure to subscribe to our newsletter for our free download of the day giveaways and promotions on exciting new digital learning content like these and much more. And visit our friends at evergreenpodcasts.com. Thank you for joining us at Storytime Anytime.